the 18th and 19th centuries, there were millions of people who immigrated here to ports of Halifax, Quebec, Montreal, Vancouver. Today, there are millions of Canadians who are eager for more information about where they came from, how, and when. Now, a new online tool can help you search centuries-old passenger lists and find your family's roots. For a sneak peek, we are joined by Josh Hanna. He's Senior Vice President of Ancestry.ca. This is cool. I love this, and I think there are so many people who are into this. So tell me what you guys have, what you've done here.
Well, essentially, we've taken original handwritten records from passenger lists from the 19th and 20th century, and we've digitized them, so you can actually be looking at the original records online. But importantly, we've also indexed these records. So there used to be 300,000 pieces of paper that told the story of immigrants into this country. Yeah. Now they're online, and now you can literally use our search engine to find your ancestors quite quickly.
So show us, you're going to go through, I think, was it Tommy Douglas or somebody? You're going to show us how this works.
Yeah, so it's Ancestry.ca is the website.
Right.
And this is the Canadian passenger list collection. And you know, we've actually done a search before here, so I happen to know he's listed as Tommy Douglas in the actual collection. And we know, because he's obviously quite famous, that we know when he was born. So we're typing in here 1908. His
Thomas Douglas, okay.
And we're just going to search, just like you would in Google or any other search engine. We're actually searching literally 5.5 million Canadian immigrant records in this case. And lo and behold, we found this one record, the needle in a haystack, from Scotland, 1919. You know, that is our man. So more importantly, you can actually go here, click on the View Image link, and pull up the original record, and this will just take 1 second to load.
So this service costs what? It's $12 a month?
It's $12 a month, $83 a year, but importantly, we give a 14-day free trial. So if anyone wants to have a crack at it, we know that, you know, you sort of get addicted. Family history is very, very addictive.
People do get addicted.
So this is actually the record of Thomas Douglas. We're looking down the record. We can learn and magnify it, because my eyes get worse with each year. You can look at Annie, his mother. He's the 11-year-old boy. They had been to Winnipeg between 1911 and 1916 prior, and if you just scroll over the record, you learn more and more information. They were going to 1317 Union Avenue in Winnipeg.
This is fantastic.
You can learn lots of things. You can learn religious affiliation, occupations, and things like that.
Where do you find these documents?
These are actually held at the Library and Archives in Canada in Ottawa, and they were originally on paper. They were then transferred to microfilm, and this is just the next iteration of the evolution of doing family history to do it online.
This is a huge phenomenon. I mean, you know, Ireland, I think this, you know, after making computer chips and, you know, this is like the second biggest thing that they're doing over there. Just a worldwide interest in wondering where we came from.
It is really fascinating.
And providing genealogical services.
Absolutely. Ancestry is actually around the world in 9 different countries, 6 different languages. Typically the second most popular hobby online. After something we can't talk about, usually on morning television.
No, that's okay. I know we all know what you're talking about.
So it is really a phenomenon, and we're so happy that Canadians now, as of today, will have this chance to learn more about their family history.
How much people power did you have to put into this?
We did a calculation, 83,000 man-hours. So it's the digitization of these records takes a long time, but it's really the human beings that have to sit down and index these records, name by name, place by place, age by age.
People are looking at this and then, you know, taking each field of information, putting, I mean, that's a lot of work.
It's quite a lot of work, but we know that it's so gratifying to be able to find that needle in a haystack. Before, who could make it to Ottawa to pour through the handwritten documents page by page? Yeah. It would really take years and years to do. Now it can be seconds, just like we found on Tommy Douglas in this case.
So Ancestry.ca and 2-week free trial.
Absolutely.
But you're pretty confident people will get hooked.
We know the numbers. They know they get hooked, and we encourage them to give it a try.
That's great. Okay. For more on the Canadian passenger list, you can visit our website at canadiam.ctv.ca. Now, over to Beth.
Thanks, James.